Hello. So, okay. I have a cyst on my wrist. I have gotten some questions, and the cyst flares up. And when it flares up, it gets a little bit bigger. It's like a little above my wrist. I've had it for years. It's like whatever. But when it does flare up, my wrist hurts a lot to move. So this just prevents me from moving my wrist. Plus, I don't know if you guys can see the bruise. I'm an idiot. It's like super swollen. Like, oh my God, it hurts so bad. Like the bruise is right here. I'm just a walk-in and I hit my hand on the wall so freaking hard. Like when it happened, I couldn't straighten my finger. I could barely close my finger. Like right now, like I can straighten it fine, but like, yeah. So this happened last night. I'm hurting. I'm actually about to just like get ready for the day, shower. I know there's some errands I have to run. I am trying to take my medicine accurately because I'm sure you guys could tell, like, I'm just like mentally fighting with my heart. Like I just feel happy, but like my depression is like coating my happiness and making it to where like it's hard to feel happy. It's hard to feel grateful for my life. And I'm just like kind of going through it. So that's fun. But today we are on day 5 or so of taking my medicine in a row. So that is a good thing. It's just sometimes when my mental health gets so bad, like it's just hard to take my medicine, or it's just purely out of like, I don't remember, or it's one of those things like where you're so depressed, you know, you have like dirty dishes to clean, but like you don't clean them because you're so depressed. It's kind of like that. Like just everything seems so much harder than it actually is. I'm just not having the greatest moment right now. I did try to relieve it with doing my walk. Like you guys know, I want to walk a mile comfortably within 100 days. And I think it's been about like 2 weeks, but sadly I ended up getting cellulitis, which I still have, and usually you're supposed to be resting. But my cellulitis goes away really fast because every time I like feel a symptom of it coming, it's like, oh, I know exactly what's about to go down. So always catch it fast. So that means it goes away fast. So yeah, I've had it enough times to know like the ins and outs, what to expect. I know when it's healing, and it is. So I'm okay to walk, but it's just sucks because there was like 5 days where I just was like in my bed and I was like, oh my God. It reminded me way too much about 2019 when I was like bedbound and stuff. I get cold sores every year for the most part. They get very bad and I feel one coming in. Sometimes, I don't know if it's right or wrong, using alcohol right before they come in, like putting it on your lips can make them not come. So it's just like this alcohol moment. So I am hoping for the best because we don't want cold sores over here. So I'm actually sitting here editing and I realized I haven't given you guys like a little update on my cellulitis. My leg no longer hurts. I'm still taking antibiotics. It is still a little red, but the only thing that I'm noticing is I think the antibiotics are just like tearing me up. Ever since I started taking them, like I spend the whole day just being so nauseous, and it's really weird because this is the antibiotic I always take that gets rid of my cellulitis, and I've never reacted this way to it. So I don't know what that's about. I do take my antibiotic twice a day. I take it 12 hours apart. And the doctor did tell me to take it for 7 days if I still have cellulitis, to take it for the next 7 days. But yeah, this nausea is like truly kicking me in the butt. Sometimes it's so bad that like I just really can't stand it. I did end up puking one time from it. Okay, so trigger warning. The puke was like foamy and white, and it's because like I did take the antibiotic on an empty stomach, which is really bad. So
I think the foaminess was like it doing its thing. Okay, anyways, so gross. Anyways, if it wasn't for the nausea, I'd be totally fine, but ugh. But yeah, they're my actual life. I'm looking like a hot mess. Should I tell them that I...
If you want to.
So, let's have a story time. This isn't a good angle, but I'm sick. So, as you guys know, I have excoriation disorder, and I pick my skin. That's why I have all this happening, and sometimes it's worse than others. I've been suffering with, like, really bad anxiety lately, so that doesn't help. And, so I do have some areas on my leg that I do pick, and I cannot control it. That's why it's called excoriation. It's so hard to say. Disorder, because you literally can't control it. It's part of the OCD family, and I wish that I could control it. I'm having a hard time. So I'm pretty sure one of the areas on my leg, I'm sure the way you guys are imagining it is probably worse than what it really is, because I'm just bad at explaining things. But long story short, I have cellulitis again, and a lot of people are like, why are you getting it so often? It's because of that. I do, keep myself clean. I shower daily. That has nothing to do with it. I promise it does not. You could be the cleanest person in the world and still get cellulitis, unfortunately. And it's easier for people to get it once they've already had it. So since, first time I ever got it, I was 16. So since I've already had it now multiple times, plus, I got lymphedema, and that's, where I get my cellulitis is my lymphedema leg. My weight does play a big role, but skinny people do get cellulitis, so I need to make that known as well. So I do have a lot of things fighting against me, so that's why I've been getting it lately. But, I did the whole, fever. I had a fever, shivers, the whole thing. But surprisingly, I didn't puke this time, so I'm, really glad about that. But, yeah, I am sick, currently on antibiotics. Today's day 3 of me having cellulitis. I didn't want to share it, but it's like, you know what? You guys want me to be more... I feel like I already am super vulnerable in my videos, but you guys want that. You guys want to know, more about my life and stuff. And I wasn't going to share mainly because I'm embarrassed. But it is what it is. It's the truth. And if you see me chilling in bed, that is why. And this is the 3rd day of just chilling in bed, and I absolutely hate it. It definitely reminds me of Bedbound days. The first day, it was great. It was like, ooh, I don't have to do anything. But now I'm just, over it. I see things around the apartment I want to do. I miss my walking. I was walking daily. It was actually the last time I walked, which I filmed for you guys. I noticed while walking, even a little bit before walking, my leg was hurting so bad. And I was like, yep, I know exactly what this is. And then slowly it got red. Anyways, I'm rambling at this point, but that's what I'm going through. So yay me. You guys, I have literally the worst headache right now. I don't know where it's coming from. Forehead headache. My girlfriend and I, we're playing Mario. And we were gonna go for a walk, but my head is literally pulsating, so I'm gonna have to take some medicine. But before I do that, look what came in the mail. I'm so excited. Took long enough. Just kidding. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just not feeling the greatest. 100%. Oh, and tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment, a full panel checkup, which I really need. Because I notice when my cheeks get red, the yellowing of my skin is more noticeable. I do have gallstones, which definitely could cause jaundice. But I want answers, like true answers. I think we all do.